Hello, thanks for joining us again on the channel. I've always been curious about this one, and now that a friend picked one up, we can finally talk about it, his experience start to finish. Quick note before we begin, there's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. So this projector has totally changed how I watch stuff at home. I upgraded from an old Epson short throw, and I cannot explain how dramatic the difference is. The picture quality is just sharper and more vivid than my old 65-inch 4K television, and that feels wild to say out loud. When it's on a plain white fixed frame screen, the image looks crisp, clear, and surprisingly punchy in color. Unboxing was straightforward. It comes in a heavy-duty styrofoam case that felt like it could survive a road trip with a kid in tow. There was a clever touch I saw online where someone cut a hole for the lens and another for the power cord for extra protection when you're moving it around. I'm rooted with a ceiling mount, so I didn't need that, but it's nice to know the option is there. The remote is solid aluminum and nicely backlit, which makes late-night setup painless. The projector itself has a silvery finish that looks premium, and the way the plastic is molded makes it feel almost like alloy. The included gimbal is a welcome touch. The stand has a standard 1/4 inch mount, so you can attach it to a ceiling or a tripod. For my setup, I used a flat cheese plate to mount directly to the ceiling, which keeps the whole thing flush and neat. A few practical notes from my install: use a steel or aluminum mounting plate rather than plastic. Use stainless steel screws, and dab blue thread locker so nothing wiggles loose. If you're handy, you'll appreciate how clean the install can be when you hide most of the hardware up there. This is a smart projector with Vita as its operating system. It streams smoothly, and you don't really need extra sticks unless you're tying it into a full surround setup, which I am. I haven't tinkered with sideloading yet, but I might poke at that later. Onboard audio is not the focus for me because I've got a surround system, but the built-in setup is more than adequate for casual viewing. It's ready for 4K content, HDR10, HDR+, and Dolby Vision, which is nice to hear when you're streaming material that supports it. On day one, I did notice a faint rainbow effect in the corners, but after a day or two my eyes adjusted and I hardly notice it anymore. Keystone correction and autofocus are impressively responsive, and the autofocus was nearly perfect for my 120-inch screen at about 11.5 feet away. In standard mode, the image feels a touch brighter than filmmaker mode, which I personally prefer for everyday viewing, though it's still quite cinema-friendly. The brightness is real, but it is a bright room or daytime use that you'll want to avoid. In a shaded room or after sunset, it shines. Outdoors, it's great for a backyard movie night on a white tarp, just know it won't compete with direct sun. The fan ramps up sometimes, but it never feels hot, and I never worried about overheating. For the price, this projector is a solid package, easy to install, easy to use, strong picture, and good enough built-in audio for casual nights. If you're after a convenient, capable portable projector that you can mount and forget about, this is a very strong pick. That's everything for this one. Thanks for sticking around. I hope this gave you a clear idea of the product. If you want, you can find it in the description, and there may be some discounts available too.